Hi foodie friends, Jessica here with Savory Experiments, and today we are making a Cajun shrimp and sausage Alfredo. This easy dinner sounds super special, it tastes delicious, but it comes together in less than 30 minutes. So I want to show you how to make it. But first, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of our other easy dinner solutions. Okay, you ready? First thing we're gonna do is put on our handy dandy gloves so that I don't have to leave you to go wash my hands at the sink. I use these food grade gloves for a lot of different things when I don't want to get my hands dirty, like cutting sausage, raw meat, and making meatballs. I am starting with 4 links of andouille sausage. So one of the beautiful things about this dish is that it is very, very, very customizable and easy to work with different amounts of ingredients. So you can go anywhere from like 1 pound to 2 pounds of sausage, depending on how much protein you want in your dish. This is about 1 pound. If you wanted to do all shrimp, you totally could, although this sausage adds loads of flavor. So I do like having some of it in there. Okay, I have a large skillet over here and I'm gonna go ahead and light it and go ahead and get that hot. Put your sausage into this large skillet. This is gonna serve a couple of different purposes. The first thing it's gonna do is brown the sausage. This sausage is already cooked, so we don't really have to worry about cooking it. But I do want to get it fully heated through and browned. That brown on all of the surface space, which is why I cut it before I put it into the pan, is gonna add oodles of flavor to both the sauce and the sausage, a smoky flavor. When items brown, even vegetables, it creates an acid, and that dramatically changes the flavor profile of just about any dish. As soon as you get a nice sear on this sausage, go ahead and move it to a plate, set it aside. Next, we're gonna do the shrimp. Keep the same dish. You don't need a different dish. All those little bone bits in there, they're flavor bombs that are going to give everything else flavor. So I have shrimp here. You can use a pound or 2 of shrimp, again, however much you want. I have a little bit less than a pound just because that's what I had in my freezer. And I have Cajun seasoning. Use anywhere from 1 teaspoon to 2 teaspoons of Cajun seasoning, and go ahead and toss your shrimp in there and plop it right on into the same pan. You should have enough residual fat from the sausage to prevent sticking. Shrimp cooks super quick, so depending on the size of your shrimp, it'll take anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes to get a nice sear on these too. Let's get smoking. Let me hear some noise. After your shrimp are pink, the tails have curled under and they have a nice smell to them. You'll really smell that Cajun seasoning, almost like a blackened seasoning. You know they're done. Go ahead and move those to the same plate as your sausage. No need to make even more dirty plates today. Ooh, I got a sausage. He's rolling off. Let's see if he's too hot. Nope, got it. Okay, 2 tablespoons of butter to that hot pan. Again, I've lowered the heat just a little bit. I don't want to burn the butter. Remember, butter has a smoke point a lot lower than other oils. I'm gonna add the garlic on in there. If things look a little brown, that's fine. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's burning. Ooh, smoky in here, it's like a facial. It doesn't mean that it's burning. You just have all those little brown bits from the Cajun seasoning and the sausage in the bottom of the pan that are giving it that color. I used 4 very large cloves of fresh garlic. This is an Alfredo sauce, so you want heavy on the garlic. 2 cups of heavy cream. And to thin that out a little bit, because heavy cream is so heavy, we've got 1 cup of whole milk. You can use skim and 2%. Really, it's just there to balance it out a little bit. Go ahead and mix this up. Wait for it to start to simmer. The trick to any great, creamy, and smooth Alfredo sauce is waiting to put the cheese in until the rest of the liquids are heated. If the rest of the liquids are heated, the cheese will start to melt on contact. If it's not, the cheese will sink to the bottom and start to scald on the bottom of your pan and burn. You don't want that. You want it to meld into the sauce so you get something nice, silky, and creamy. So go ahead and let that sauce heat up, and then we'll add our cheese. Okay, our Alfredo sauce, well, it's not really Alfredo sauce yet, is that our cream right now is coming to a low simmer, which means it's time to add the magic element, which is shredded Parmesan cheese. This is a freshly grated Parmesan cheese. I highly, highly recommend that. It doesn't have a caking agent in it, which can create kind of a gritty flavor to your sauce, and you don't want that. We're going for smooth and creamy. Okay, so use 1 to 1.5, maybe even 2 cups of grated cheese. And while the cheese is in there, make sure you're stirring it. We don't want any of those clumps to sink to the bottom, even though the sauce is hot. I can already feel it starting to thicken, which is exactly what we want. Do it carefully and slowly because I should have used a bigger pan. We've all been there. I know you've made the same mistake. You probably just snickered at me. Okay, I start to feel it pull, which means that this sauce is ready for the rest of it. So I'm going to take my fettuccine. This is a fettuccine Alfredo. Use whatever kind of pasta you want. You can use a tubo pasta like penne. You can use an angel hair. I like the traditional fettuccine, so I went ahead and cooked this. It's coming out in like a giant clump. Cooked it to al dente. Make sure it's al dente, even if you like your pasta a little bit more well cooked, because it's gonna cook a little bit when it's in the sauce and you don't want it to be overcooked. It'll be just perfect. Okay, I'm gonna swap out this for this. Very gently, with the heat still on, go ahead and toss the pasta in the sauce. Some of the gluten from the pasta is also going to help thicken up that sauce, a little bit of that flour there. Oh, this is one of my favorites. I love a good Alfredo. Did you know Alfredo is not really Italian? No, it's more of an American dish. Italian Americans created it. You will not find an Alfredo sauce in Italy. That's fine. I just like really good comfort food. I'm not sad to share that. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna do is add your meat and seafood right back on in. Again, that white sauce will probably turn a little bit more brown. Totally fine. All of those beautiful Cajun seasonings in there. And there we go. We've got our perfect Alfredo sauce. I've got my dish right here. Let's get a hefty helping because I am starving. I should have a glass of wine with this. Probably something like white and fruity to go with the creamy and spicy flavors. A little bit more sauce there. Okay, there we go. Dinner is served. From my kitchen to yours, have a fabulous day.